Very good afternoon to our chairman, Dr. Krishnapong. I think he is on his way. And to the chairman, the temporary chairman, chair lady, Dr. Benjala, and to all the working committee members who are present today. Well, I'm so happy to be invited again to attend this meeting. And this time I was asked to share some progress report of the Boderless Classroom that we started last year. Right? And if you can remember, the main idea of this Boderless Classroom is to network all the awardees in 33 different schools located all over the Southeast Asia region. So with this connection, we are hoping that the teachers should be able to share their expertise, to upgrade the standards of learning experience among our school children in the classroom. So that is our big idea for starting up this program. Right, we hope by the end of this program, we will achieve these objectives. You can see these colorful objectives on the screen. I've shown this before. I think I showed this last year. Only that last year it wasn't color. I just brightened it up this morning. And as you have already known, the program comes in 3 different stages, right? And stage 1 is the training phase, where we have a fabulous ASEAN breakfast starting from July to October last year. And stage 2 is going to be a one-to-one project where each school will be partnered with another school from the other country. And we're going to call that ASEAN Schools Collaboration. And we plan to start that this coming April 1st till July. It will take about 4 months. And the participants will be, or the participants for the last Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast, they were 23 altogether. We started with 24 and 23 succeeded, successfully went through the months and completed all the activities. And just for your information, I think the audits, those who are still in service, they led the project themselves, and those who have become admins or they have retired, they appointed another teacher to help them with the project. Right, these are the Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast. These are the activities that the students and the teachers have gone through during the training phase. And these are the activities and the starting and ending date of the project. And during that training stage also, we have trained the teachers, and we expect the teachers to have tried this out, the applications that they need for this coming project, for the next phase. They were all given Office 365 account free of charge, and they are able to use all the app that you can see on the screen on the right side. All right, later on, now Office 365, they are called Microsoft 365. No more Office 365. And the students and the teachers who will be taking part in this coming project, they will get an account as well. All right, we also help the participants to understand what are the 21st century learning skills are. And also we talk about the safety of the students, the guidelines, and also the NETIC. All right, and as you can see on the screen now, these are the sum up of the participants and the achievement, and now the number of teams that took part in the last project. For 2015 batch, there are 8, 6 for 2017, and 2019, there are 9 teams. Altogether, 23. All right, we started at 24. One couldn't make it. And all the 3 teams from Brunei, Cambodia, Malaysia, Vietnam took part. 2 from each country, from Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Timor-Leste. 1 from the Philippines and none from Singapore. All right, and on the right side, you can see those awardees who took part in the last Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast project. And you can also see some pictures here of the certificate award ceremony, presentation ceremony in each school. And I, on behalf of all the participants and the teachers, and the students, would like to thank the foundation for preparing or awarding us the certificate of appreciation. Thank you very much for that. All right, and we are done with Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast, meaning that the students and the teachers now from these 23 schools are ready to move on to the next stage, stage 2. It's going to be one-to-one. It's no longer working in big group, but they will work in pairs. As I said, the project will be called, the stage will be called ASEAN Schools Collaboration, which will start in April and end in July. All right, this is the exact date, 1st April to 31st July. And in this collaboration, like I mentioned, it will take about 4 months. It will be a network of 2 schools only, 1 awardee and 1 or 2 teachers as assistant from each school. And we are expecting them to bring with us this time 20 students instead of 2. And these 20 students include 2 mentors from the past FAB project, right? We have trained them and now we want them to become the mentor to help their juniors or their friends as mentees. So the project name will be decided by the schools once they have known the team, right? They have started discussing the teams already since Monday and they are almost ready. So actually the planning starts already. We already started 1st March, the beginning of the month. We did tell them that they are free to choose any school among the 23 to work with, and the partner school must be from the other countries. I think they have been told that. And I've discussed with Dr. Benjala regarding this. Each project will be supervised by a personnel from the PMCA Foundation, just to help us, to be with us, maybe to join the Facebook group or the chatting group, so that you'll be able to advise us. So we are thinking of inviting the regional managers to join us, as well as all other committee members who are interested to be with us. So I'll be very glad to see that. And for this coming project, we have started the planning phase for the teachers and the awardees. February 16, 28, I have started sending invitation messages to the teachers. Right, so we want them to select. We want those teachers who like to join to bring with us to nominate 20 students for the team and submit the list by 28 February. That was about 2-3 weeks ago, and most of them did. And we have got this is the invitation message that I sent to every one of them, the awardees and the teachers who took part in the last FAB project. 23 teams altogether. I did mention about everything, the kind of activities they're going to commit and how the project is going to be carried out, and as well as the criteria. We want them to look for students who are open-minded, matured, ready for a challenge. We also want them to look for correct students this time. Find someone who are keen learners, and who are committed to experience new cultures with the friends. And we really want this kind of students to be in the team this time. So I expected them to send the names by 28 February, and they did. And we have about 17 teams instead of 23. Unfortunately, only 17. Okay, 17 teams took part. I think that's still a big number. 6 could not make it for some reason. They have other commitment. All right, like Imonso and Mount Chan from Myanmar. They couldn't go to the school at the moment, and they have difficulty to get the students. Right? And it's okay. We move on with 17 students, 17 teams. I think it's all right to move on. Right? We can try this out. And on the screen, you can see these are the forms that I sent to all the schools, and we have got the names, 17 teams with 20 names plus the teacher in the OD's name and the teachers in charge. All right. We also managed to get the average age for each team. All right, and so the first part is done, the team selection. So last week, starting 1st March, last Monday, till last weekend, I had started doing the team briefing and training with all the teachers and awardees in different session. Every team come in separately in teams. And I have carried out 13 different sessions with all the schools taking part. Some they come in a team of 3, right? Some come individually, but even Cambodia they ask for 2 times, and because they have new teachers coming up would like to join, so I don't mind having another session with them. So 13 session was carried out from Monday last week through Sunday, and we managed to we managed to discuss a few things, try to clear up and define some terms that they need to know, and brief them on the activities that we expect their students to carry out throughout the 4 months. So they have got the idea now, and we are done with that. And after the training, and after I've got some ideas of the school background, the students, I managed to team up the schools, right, with their partners, and the selection is based on 3 main criteria, right? First, of course, we want them to be from different countries, and then if there is any request that they would like to partner with their favorite teams, we let that be. Right, so we let them choose their own partner as well. All right, so some schools have chosen their own partners, and if not, they leave it empty, and I help them to pair them up accordingly. And in most cases, I look at their age average of their students, and then we pair them up so that the kids are able to communicate with one another more comfortably when they are at the same age. Right, those are the criteria that I put out when I team them up, and you can see in the next screen, these are the team pairing, and we have 17 teams. That is an odd number. Because of the odd number, there will be one team without a pair, without a partner. So I have put group H, the last group, my school, Mr. Chalampon School, and Mr. Snoo School, to make a group of 3 and to work together. So they have to work a bit harder compared to the rest because we have more students, and we all don't mind. And the rest, they have got their own partners. Right? Project A, we have Indonesian and Cambodian team, and Timor-Leste, Thailand, Cambodia, Timor-Leste, and so on, and in different team, in different partners, and they are happy with that. Right? I have announced this last Monday. Okay, and so the team pairing is done. So 1st March, 7th March, the second part of our timeline is done. So come the 3rd week, the 2nd and 3rd week, from 8 to 21st March, we have this inter-team discussion where we want the teams, the pair, to start discussing with each other to select the team and to have the name of the project. They also need to come up with the objectives and the learning outcomes of their project, and they are also trained to come up with a planned detailed activities. They have to plan their own activities that the students need to do to achieve the objectives. What are the products also? What are the products they need to come up with at the end of the project? So they will also set up the timeline, and the timeline that shows the stages and the dates and starting and the ending date of each stages. All right, they are assigned to come out with all the cover page, the overview, so that I will collect them and put up in the OneNote class notebook for all the projects. And they have also decided on the social media to be used. They will create a chat group, and they have done this part, and they also will choose a suitable meeting app, either Zoom or Skype or team meetings. And they will divide their works among themselves. And this stage is being carried out now, and it will take 2 weeks. So we give them time because they need to go back and talk, discuss again. They will keep on. They have set up their own group now. We have different chat group using different social media apps, and That's I will cover the second and the third week of our planning timeline, and then on the fourth week, a week before the project start, we have to do some work. We have to set up the working platforms like putting up class notebook, and we will create. I will create an office account again for each of them, and Facebook group will be created, and we'll set that as private and hidden. Only the teachers and the participants will be able to come in for safety reasons. Then comes the date, April 1st, the project will start, and from then on, 1st April, the students will follow the project timeline prepared by their teachers. Right? So for every project, the two teachers from both countries will set up the timeline. So they'll come with stages and the dates. And if you have seen the Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast timeline, you'll understand what I meant, right? And I think you're familiar because most of you have gone through that. All right, and so this is the discussion time where we had I had set up for every one of them. So from project A to H, we have covered that. Yeah, last night was the last time, the last team to have a discussion. And these are some pictures of the teachers having a meeting. Right, the last meeting was with between Malaysian 2019 team and Dr. Joss team 2017 Philippines. We have actually one of the teacher is having a problem with connection, so she drove about for 1.5 hours to the town, to the city center, just to get the connection, and she had to stay overnight there after the meeting, and this morning only she left back for school. So just to get connected with the Malaysian partner, right? And these are the teams selected by the schools. And Project A, Herwin and Torch, they decided to do on traditional handicraft. Miss Leo and Mr. Sutep will be doing species of trees. Disopon, Mama Lu will be doing children folk tales. These are all agreed by them. Right? And Dr. Joss and the teacher from Razia School is doing traditional medicine. Madam Kamsoy and Mr. Loyvira will be doing either local festival or something on costume. Miss Dang, with the help of a teacher also, and Miss Puan Nolia, they will be doing culture and heritage. And for Rudy and Puan Sharifah, they have decided to come up with an innovation project. They will come up with a suggestion on new safety kits for COVID-19 protections. And for Project H, the 3 schools, they have yet to decide either to do on endangered species, the protection of wildlife, or the World Heritage. They will decide soon. They have 2 weeks to do that. And at the end of the 2 weeks, they will have the name of the project, and they will have to do the objective as well as the stage.
Zynuddin, I want to intervene.
Yeah,
you come up with good themes for 2 of you and Cherlemporn, whether you two are World Heritage or endangered species.
Yeah.
I hope both of you are World Heritage, not endangered species.
Yeah, but we are not endangered species. Okay, we'll see what will be their topic then. Right, and we are all represented by our teachers because we were no longer in school. Right, and myself, Mr. Cherlemporn and Mr. Nu, but we will supervise. We work together. We are still in the same group, so we have about 9 of us in the group. 3 awardees and 6 teachers will be working together with 60 students from these schools in 3 different countries. All right, and we are done with the team selection, and we are done with that, and now the stage is going on. So I think that's about all that I'd like to share at this moment, and this is what's going on at the moment. anything you like to ask, you may. Please do so.
Thank you very much, Zynuddin.
You're welcome.
Of how we could clone you in the PMCA circuit. I'm thinking ahead that perhaps your approach on borderless school might be backbone activities of the foundation, whether with or without COVID, because this is one way that we can collaborate, I mean, really, in a borderless fashion. In terms of I have no comment about this particular part. In terms of development, I have two things in mind. First, how we could use your stage to as a platform of training more teachers in our schools to run this kind of activities. I'm thinking of that. So this phase 2 output should have maybe two possible outcomes. One is the 7 or 8 projects that we are doing together. I think that's one. The second one is the teachers who could adopt this for the collaboration in 11 countries. Maybe in the next stages, you can encourage them to run similar projects in their own respective countries, of which the foundation could definitely support.
Yeah.
So okay, I think that's one thing. The second thing is that we are going to include this in our presentation to the princess when we have the foundation meeting in late April, right? 26th of April. So we're preparing either clips or PowerPoints on this. I think it might be a good idea that we ask you to make a clip for us about five minutes, Zynuddin, so that we present this to the princess. You can just mention the Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast part first, and then leave something about this second part. Okay, so one is the immediate homework, 5-minute presentation for the princess, and the other one is the objectives of this second workshop. Thanks very much. I think I like this very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zynuddin, from the planning timeline, I see that the project will start on April 1st. So at least in some pair of schools, they have about close to 3 weeks, that you can get all the data and report to our Crown Princess.
Oh, okay.
Very, I'm exciting to see. And can I see? Can you also help us see the stage 3 and when it will be done? Just to have the idea roughly when we'll see the final products of this project.
Okay. I have a slide for that. If you want to, I can quickly brief you on that. Okay, can I proceed? There will be one slide, I think 1 or 2 slides for that. Okay, Dr. Banjala, can I proceed with this?
Yes. Okay.
This is just a suggestion, but I think I did mention last year about the last stage, the final stage. I put a final there. Last stage. I was thinking of making it, expanding it to a larger part of the Thailand, region instead of going instead of doing it, expanding in their own respective countries, like what Dr. Benjalak suggested just now, Dr. Krishnapon suggested just now, which I will do that also. But for this one, I was thinking of making all the teachers who succeeded, who successfully completed stage 2, to expand or to make a connection with Thai school. All right, so it's gonna be a network of 1 awardee school and 2 schools in Thailand. So if we have 17, so we are going to have 34 schools in Thailand, and 1 awardee will have 2 Thai teachers, and the 2 schools will come from different provinces. We will train all our teachers, all the awardees, how to make the connection with all the Thai school. All right, so 20 students will come from the awardee school. They will connect with 20 to 40 students from the 2 Thailand schools. All right, the project name and the team will be decided later. Like we will just follow the stages and the activities more or less like what they have done in the Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast and the coming project. So we plan to start this when the school reopen in Thailand, normally sometime in May, mid-May. And the Thailand school will be selected by the foundations, right? You have your, maybe you have the criteria for that. And we try to have 2 schools from different provinces or cities so that they can connect with each other from a distance instead of from the same town or same area. So again, we need the help of the personnel, the general, the regional manager like Dr. Tinsiri, Dr. Shawin, and Dr. Santi. They are the regional managers, right? Dr. Shawin, smiling.
ครับสวัสดีครับ yes we are managers, country managers.
Yeah, we need your help to to this time help us give advice because we have a big group this time, 8 different projects, and if you are around, we will be very happy. I've informed them and they are very happy to have some personnel from the PMCA to help around. Okay, Dr. Vanjalak, that is what I would like to suggest for the 3rd stage. That is just my proposal for the moment.
So the student will do project in the range time of 6 months. Is that what you say for the second phase, for the second step, right?
Yes, the student, okay, will be coordinated by their own teachers. The OD, okay, will connect with the 2 Thai teachers, and so their student will be doing the project.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think maybe by the time that for the 4th award giving, I think all the project will have something to share, right? I mean by October 2021.
That's the 3rd homework, Zynuddin. I haven't told you because in the upcoming 4th award ceremony, on top of the award, we may have this maybe show and share sessions online, and this Boderless Classroom should be one of the theme or the topics that we share. I was thinking along the same line as Dr. Benjalak. Perhaps you could run the show and share with the stage 1 and maybe part of the stage 2. I think by that time stage 2 would be finished already. Okay, so this is the second homework in October. you have the first homework in April already. Thank you.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Dr. Tinsili, are you in the Zoom? I saw some chat.
I'm driving.
Okay, now, Zynuddin, this is your country manager, Dr. Tinsili, is listening to you.
7 o'clock.
All right.
You have anything to ask Dr. Tinsley.
More homework.
This moment, no, just want to congratulate Zynuddin on his new award.
After congratulation notes come the homework, Zynuddin.
Yeah.
I don't have any comment.
Zynuddin, I just asked, is there any obstacle that you would like the foundation to assist, in a way? Because we were talking that we will send a formal letter to the 10 minister, to the 10 ministry, and ask to for the school and the teacher to continue working in this project. So anything that you want the foundation to assist you in, so to make it to your work is more flexible or anything, just let us know.
Yeah, okay. I'm in connection with Miss Art, and the only thing that I request is that the names of the teachers who help the awardees to be mentioned in the letter.
Yeah, you want the name also to mention in the letter.
Yes,
Just the name of the teacher and the school. Right.
Yes, the
Okay.
awardees
Yeah.
and two teachers, the
Okay.
helpers.
Oh, and the other, there are two member teachers working in this project, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's one.
So you send us to all the detail, and then we will do this.
All right.
And to make you, I think when we send out to each country, we will CC to you, so you know this thing has been processed and informed in each
Okay.
country.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
that would be great.
Anything you would like to add more, or need us to do something else? But when you think about it, then you can also lie to
Okay,
us.
sure. Yeah, at the moment I don't have anything. Okay.
Then I have one question.
Yes.
In carrying out projects, I noticed that there will be about eight projects, right? In the second phases.
Yeah, 8 projects.
Have the teachers been talking about expenses that may arise from doing these projects? If there are expenses, I think we definitely would support that.
Oh, okay.
But you have to discuss the kind of expenses that we are envisaging as well. Okay. Running expenses. Okay.
Okay, that would be good.
Go back to the timetable of phase 2 activity. I think we're going to the third step, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the third step. Okay. Perhaps I think we normally have a meeting every fortnight. By the time that we meet again, perhaps you could talk to us about the progress of the 4 steps, right? Putting up work platforms.
All right.
How much have you gone? Okay.
Okay. 20 seconds.
We can talk on regular basis, maybe every 2 weeks or something like that, because we meet every 2 weeks in Bangkok.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just ask the date 1st of April until July 31st. I think it's like during April, Thailand school is closed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but we'll begin on May 16. but if the teacher has planned, so they can do something
Yes.
online. But it's also fit for the other countries for this timeline, or it has to be a little bit more flexible on that.
Yeah, we have talked about this issue, and for the Thai schools, and I've talked to Salinla, the teachers from Mr. Chalampon, and Mr. Busrin from Mr. Sutep's group, and they have plans for that, and they will keep track of the progress of their students, right? And they have made plans for their students, 20 students, to get in touch with them during the school holidays. And they have a chat group, one thing for sure. But if they need internet, like for Mr. Chalapon's school in Surat Thani, shouldn't be any problem. But for Mr. Sutep's, who is in Yala, the students may have a bit of problem. But Mr. Busrin and another teacher, a new teacher, Nadia, they will try their best to help their students, with the gadgets.
Okay, so we have learned a lot and very exciting to follow the next step.
One more technical question, Zynuddin. The internet facility in Timor-Leste and Myanmar, are they okay?
Okay, Myanmar they are not taking part this time, and they still get connection from their internet will be disconnected after 1 to 6 o'clock in the morning every day, right? That is in Myanmar case. But for Timor-Leste and for Mr. Liu, Mrs. Liu, she has no problem with internet access, right? Only that the students have problem. No, they don't have the gadget to use. Right? And for that, she will have to make a group, group meeting as often as possible to give the students chance to use them at one locations. For Mamalu, the problem is, of course, the language. That is the main problem. But Mrs. Liu has agreed to help her, and we try to get a translator as well. And her concern now is with language, is not about the internet access. Just like Mrs. Liu, Mama Lu will be doing the same thing. She and the husband will try to get the students come and sit at one place together once in a while, and do the things together. Instead of doing pair works, they will work in groups, bigger groups.
Herwin Sulawesi is okay? Internet from
shouldn't be any problems. He asked to be paired with Torch in Cambodia. The problem is the language for his students, but again, I have asked him to get an English teacher to help him. He has not, he's not assigned any helpers, but I advise him to get a teacher to help him, to help the students. Internet-wise, he has no problems.
I think in the long. Sorry. Go ahead, Zynuddin.
No, I thought it's away. I think right? You're aware of that. She is in Auckland for some time already, but she managed to get the activities done during the Fabulous ASEAN Breakfast. She is in Auckland, but she still managed to carry out the activities with the children. And for this coming project, she has got with her 2 helpers. Mafala, I think Mafala, a lady teacher who is an English teacher. So they will be working together from a distance.
As I mentioned earlier on that I envisage this platform of activity would be basic to our future work. Perhaps you could help us identify the bottlenecks if we use this kind of activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
The internet bottleneck, the language bottleneck,
Mm.
so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's
So
the main
I-
concern.
Anybody? More question? Ajahn Chinsri, Ajahn Shovin, Ajahn Santi. You have all the three country managers at
Yeah,
this
okay.
meeting today.
All right. Dr. Tinsiri is not there. Oh, yeah, she's not here yet. Dr. Santi is there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I say
Hello,
Dr. Hai.
Zynuddin.
Hello.
Yes.
So perhaps we would call you back in 2 weeks' time, right?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks very much. Good evening. Good night. Must be
Okay.
good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank
Okay.
you.
How
Take
is
care.
the COVID situation in Malaysia?
Well, it's improving, but still the number of new cases are still high. Every day, the last whole week was 1,000 over, but in previous
each day.
week was 2,000 to 3,000 per day for new cases.
Who are they? The new infected?
Local people as well as the immigrant, the illegal immigrant, the workers, no, from the
From
foreign
Thailand?
No.
The illegal
Yeah,
workers from Thailand, right?
come over.
For us, I think the second spread comes from the migrants from Myanmar, of which
Yeah.
we have
Oh, yeah,
hundreds of thousands, and we managed to contain that in about less than 3 months. Now the newly infected is about less than 50 a day, and
Oh, that's good.
we just start the
Vaccine?
immunization program. And how is the immunization program in Malaysia? You start?
We started 2 weeks ago,
Mm.
and it just came Pfizer from UK, I think, and we received 1 million 1 million unit and 500. That means it's for 500 people. It will go to the frontliners, all the one in the medical line, and some teachers will get that as well. Some teachers for now, not all teachers will be getting that.
Have you already? You yourself?
No, not yet. I will be
Ah.
maybe on the third. They will be first. Will be for frontliners. Then we'll go to senior citizens.
No, you are a senior citizen already, like us, many of us here.
Not yet, not yet. Enough. Here, senior citizen is 60 years.
6 or 6?
60.
Okay. Okay. I don't think any of us in this room has been given a jab yet. It goes to the frontline workers, like health workers, and few politicians, just for visibility.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. มีอะไรไหมครับ? ไม่มีกัน Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night, everyone.